Welcome to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video. You can always continue the conversation in the comments section as well. Now, menstrual leave is being talked about a lot at the moment. Emma Salkin is a paralegal within JMW's Employment Law Department. So Emma, why is it being talked about so much?
So women's rights in the workplace are being heavily discussed at the moment in the mainstream media, and it's because of the unique experiences which women and others with reproductive systems have, such as menstrual pain and menopause. So there was a case last year called Rooney and Leicester City Council, which was heard by the Employment Appeal Tribunal, and it found that women suffering with menopausal symptoms, that a woman was disabled for the purposes of the Equality Act, and that she'd been discriminated against. And by the same logic, a woman experiencing severe menstrual symptoms and someone who maybe has a condition such as endometriosis or polycystic ovary syndrome may be caught under the same legislative provisions. Other countries such as Japan and Indonesia have long established legislation permitting this. And in May of this year, the Spanish government approved draft legislation introducing a right for leave for menstrual pain. So this is the first European country to introduce such a right. And it's opened up a discussion as to whether other countries such as the UK should follow suit.
And you mentioned about other countries. I mean, what are the specific benefits of having actual specific leave, and why might it not be a good idea as well?
So there's benefits for and other people who are against it. There was a study in 2017 by Radboud University Medical Centre in the Netherlands, and they found that 80.7% of over 32,000 women surveyed had decreased productivity at work as a result of their periods, and that productivity lost average 9 days a year. So many companies which offer leave for menstrual pain acknowledge that menstruation can have a great effect on their employees and that the stigma does exist in the workplace, and this discourages women from taking regular sick leave. So it could be argued that women, transgender, non-binary individuals who menstruate and are afforded this specific leave may be more productive and feel more positively about their employer. There was also another survey in 2021 by an Australian HR software provider, and they found that 70% of 700 participants didn't feel comfortable talking to their managers about how they could accommodate their menopausal symptoms, which often include heavy periods. So if women continue to feel this way and can't express their health concerns to their managers, then there's a risk that a valuable part of the workforce may choose to stop working altogether or continue with being less productive and content in the workplace. So those are the benefits, but also a lot of employers are critical of introducing this type of leave. Some critics have argued that women have fought hard to gain equal status in the workplace over the last few decades, and that this could be a step backwards rather than forwards. Some women may also be worried about this creating a perception that workers who menstruate are weak and require more support from their employers, which may lead to companies deciding to employ less women overall. And also the effectiveness of the type of leave is also questionable. So the uptake in countries such as Japan is extremely low in recent years.
And Emma, we know that there's no specific legislation around this. How can you help employers who'd like to support employees?
Well, it's unlikely in the UK that they'll be considering introducing a specific type of leave for menstrual pain anytime soon. Currently, workers who are unfit to work use the statutory sick leave system. This is unhelpful for women who experience 1 or 2 days of initial pain because the sick pay system requires 3 waiting days before a worker can be paid any pay. So employers can tackle this in many ways. They could introduce a company menstrual leave entitlement. They could also introduce flexible working arrangements for women who may be more productive working from home whilst menstruating. However, businesses should be careful about this, as workers may be pressured to work from home instead of taking sickness leave when they may not feel fit to work at all. But in any event, businesses may wish to encourage a more open environment within their workforces so that women feel comfortable to disclose their health concerns to their managers and take time off when needed.
Emma, thank you so much for your insight. And if you'd like to get in touch with Emma, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.